I'm going places. Anyway, back to the screen, off with the text. And well, next up is Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I am. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure that you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I had to put up with you. Wow. Toxic. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Wow. Wow. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Haha. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. I don't think a person that looks like that can hurt you with her body. Let's put it that way. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I really should just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Yeah, you should! Anyway. I think I just got a bit loud. Sorry. Natsuki holds the poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your bitch. Alright. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today, I have a special place. A beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your side. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. This one's not as easy to understand as the previous one. Like, the biggest question about this is who is you and who is I? Because they might be the same person. Kind of like that raccoon poem, where in the end, the first person of the poem was the raccoon in the end. I don't know, let's just see what the game thinks this is about also. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write any... kinda hard to write about anything... Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. My words are leaving me. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later? No? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Yep, was good. Okay, now Sayuri and then Yuri. Don't forget. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Amogus. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Hey, of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? Dude. Keep asking. Tell her that you worry. Oh, oops. I just pressed. Nope. Where's the game? Okay. I just pressed on my browser. Whoops. No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. That's a pretty good build up for what you could say in response to that. Which is I'll be smiling way more when seeing you smile, and I hope you'll be better soon or something along those lines. But well, let me not get cheesy, because cheese is cringe. Cheese isn't cringe, to be honest. I don't know, cheese is weird. Like... I think cheap cheese is cringe, like when you're just being cheesy for the sake of it. But if there's like context, like a good situation, environment, like good build-up for something that you can say that ends up being cheesy, I think it's pretty good, because it's, I don't know, fun to read and stuff. Like it's like the cherry on top of a conversation. It's the same thing, not only about being cheesy, but also about teasing somebody. Like when somebody tells about some stupid thing that they just did, but they didn't notice that they just did it and just said say that's stupid, and then you bring them up, like you bring up that, oh well, you just did that, so something like that. That was a horrible example, by the way, but anyway, back to the game. Well, alright. Hey Amogus, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki, but in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this the most. I was just picking random words. But whatever. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have away things or something. Just quoting someone else. Well, that's cheap. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Wow. That's quite something to say. I'm gonna copy that. If I ever needed that is. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, Amogus, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori? I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Didn't I say that exact thing on the last day? Tell me what will cheer you up. Sari shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Amogus. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise, it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayuri, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. But a poem! What a bummer. Well, Yuri, time to read good literature. Well done, Amogus. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice... Oh, wrong voice. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Amogus? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those thoughts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Who would ever dislike her? Wow. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Oh, that's not that long. Beach. Ah, yeah, they did end up on the same topic. Beach. A marvel of millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Sand to sand. Nice. Awesome, wow. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing points, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? What catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Well, this is a book lore. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayuri always helps tighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just wanted to pee. Natsuki, please, show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That's that curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Oh no. Sorry. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be handling me design them. And as for Yuri, you can guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person in here, you know? Here. Now, Natsuki's pointing too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? Debatable. So, you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. What? Yuri's expression suddenly changed as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. My mousepad feels really weird right now. I don't know why. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful hub, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Amogus. The one who is truly useless. Not funny. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri had some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work that I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Mogus may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make just a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mogus to... What are you saying? I will be extremely... It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Come on, guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up to Amogus to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literacy just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Amogus, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Safe. Well... Two things. First of all, I don't know if there's any sort of friendship values or anything that like I can build up friendship with people. If so, on one hand, before I get to the other thing, I would love to build up friendship with Natsuki because Monica already knows me from an earlier class. And Yuri likes me anyway. But no, that's the other thing. Sayori hasn't feeling well. And whatever I say shouldn't like normally be final, so I'd much rather spend the weekend with her and see that it's that she's feeling well and stuff, because apparently from what I've gotten from this game is that she's always been cheerful and such, and like if this really is the first day of her entire life to not be cheerful, something really bad must have been going on. I mean, I probably know what went on. So yeah, I'm gonna press the Sayori button. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. I was just think of the club, okay? Alright. So, yeah, if friendship values exist, I'd love to build some with Natsuki. My hands are dry. Hold on, I need a bit of lotion. And if we take a look at what's being done in terms of work, like Monica has it the easiest. She just needs to print pamphlets, which is doable. Yuri has to, well, she's got to do posters and set the atmosphere, which isn't that easy, and having a second creative mind is very helpful. But baking for a big event, that's a big ass hassle. Like that can take up the whole days. So even then, like even with all of the things given, I'd still go to Natsuki. So yeah, that's gonna be my choice. Also Rip Sayori. I really would have loved to make her feel better. Well, whatever. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Huh? Just a minute ago you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Amogus? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. It's not a big of a deal of anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances, so you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but what? Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things, start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Didn't already? Wow. Let me drink a little. Well, oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you a number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kinda strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. You'd better look forward to it. Huh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I still think I would love to visit Sayuri right now. Well, bummer. Natsuki is going to be home. Going to be coming over to my house. Going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayuri. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. Dude, we barely know each other. She's the one person that I know the least. Or whatever. I shake my head. Why would I need to feel nervous that Sayuri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I did not visit her at all. Wow. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We send each other one after exchanging numbers to double check. Okay, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. Meanwhile, I'm just typing lowercase, well. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left her club early the other day. Yeah, that's why we should have looked! Or at least texted her or something, for fuck's sake! What kind of best friend are you? It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind, between what Sayuri said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? No, it's not! I decide to visit Sayuri before Natsuki comes over. Yeah, a bit late, but nice. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayuri? Hi, Amogus. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? I said that way too quickly. Sayuri's room is as messy as it has always been. Doesn't really look that messy. Like, bottom right, there's like some... Okay, well, it is messy. Okay, never mind, I said nothing. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. Then there's more silence between us. Sayuri stands in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, Amogus. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have ever been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. How does she get the idea that this is torture and that she made a mistake or it should be punishment or being selfish is bad? Because in the end, you're the only one who is always obligated to look out for yourself. So if you don't do that, then you don't live at all. Well, of course, I'm one to talk because I never look out for myself, but I can't really say but. Still, no, I'd also be mad at myself if somebody would care for me, because they'd have to go out of their own way to do that. I really shouldn't be judging her right now, so yeah. Pretty similar in that regard, wow. Good personality, by the way, shot us to writing this. And there goes the third bottle of water. Wow. After the next restroom break, I'm gonna get another one. We're almost at the 5-hour mark. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck? I can't believe I've been reading for so long. I mean, I could go on. I love VNs. I play a lot of VNs. Mostly dating VNs or like romance VNs, but that's just... I don't know. Like... It's the same with manga as well. I just like seeing relationships form. Like they like take place, how they build up, and like how people get to each other and stuff. I just like how people convey that. Yeah. Let me get back to the game. Enough stalling and weird awkward talk. Ah, sorry. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Amogus. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Amogus? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Breakfast. Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. Nice. That's completely relatable, actually. Wow. I'm in shock. I'm not in shock. I can't even figure out on how to respond. Say it's alright. Say that helping, but well. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me in the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. Don't make her feel bad that she didn't tell you. Make her feel good that she did tell you. This is a critical moment in someone's life, and you're just having the worst pacing again. Holy fuck, Amogus. I fucking hate you. Detest you. Holy shit, you're so bad. We don't understand it all, Amogus. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste energy waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear is going through my heart. Well, without is. So that's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. She just told... This is like... Most normal people would feel really bad for her and just feel bad because she's depressed and has hidden it. The reason I feel bad right now is because he's being an absolute ass about it. Like, holy shit. He's handling it in the worst possible way that you could handle it. Wow. Well, I'm getting a bit... Never mind. Well, I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Finally, a good point. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Amogus, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears struck down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulder. Don't just grab her shoulders, hug her. This time I put her into a tight embrace. Amogus, Sayuri. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Amogus. Sayuri isn't hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Amogus. Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. You are, but you need to be talking about something else. About how it's not having you waste effort helping her, but instead how it's making you feel good helping her. Like how it's making you feel good being around her. Make her feel content with her existence in relationship to what positives it gives to you. And not that. Well, I mean, I shouldn't expect some random ass high school student to know all that. I wonder if I knew that. I probably wouldn't. I would have done similar mistakes. Kind of stupid that only... Well, I don't know, like when I don't want to call it turning point, but like I don't... What I would have done isn't the right thing either, but it would have definitely been better than what he's doing, and at least in my way of thought nowadays, it would be the best thing that I could do. And I wonder since when that's been like that. Because I'm sure that not always, I'm sure that I wouldn't have always been like that. Well, whatever. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Amogus. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Also relatable. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayuri lets me go. Don't let go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have no other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. Yeah, that was a really bad move saying that. Like, you gotta respect the person, like, depressed person's feelings, and like, even though they don't always make sense, they make sense to them. So just trying to apply your own logic to their way of thinking in order to please them, that's not the way to go on about that. So don't do that. Also, why am I turning this into some sort of life advice thing? It's a fucking VN playthrough. Well, it's my channel. And I don't know why. Why is always the most stupid questions to ask? Don't ever ask why. Don't look for a reason. Looking for reasons is futile. Well, I've got a crumb on my mouse pad. 1 sec. Okay. If you did that, yeah, I said that. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. Yeah, that's obviously making sense. I mean, she just cried, so she's gonna be a bit stunned, to say the least. You understand, right? Of course you understand. It's kind of hard for me to... Okay, he doesn't understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting in Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Texting when somebody's at your door and then without delay opening it is something that does not work. I can tell you that. You gotta wait for a minute at least. At least in my experience. And it's really fucking awkward and embarrassing just standing there and doing nothing. Also, before... Yeah, I'm just gonna visit the restroom again. Let me just save here. We're gonna overwrite this later on. And yeah, I'll be right